Welcome to Module 5, A Break Free from Nighttime Eating. And I just want to say congratulations on making it to Module 5, my friend. This stuff isn't easy. This program is about the process of reducing your nighttime eating, the way we get there, the knowledge we acquire, and how we apply it to our lives. So if you have still been snacking at night, that's okay. Learning and understanding this process is the first step. Put it into action and see what happens. It might not be perfect the first few times, but guess what? Learning new things isn't easy. Have you ever tried to learn how to play an instrument as an adult? It takes hours of practice, patience, and frustration. It's not easy and it doesn't happen in a week. Working through your nighttime eating and reducing it is the same concept. Learn the process, put it into practice, and you will see changes over time. By now, I'm hoping that you are starting to see that your nighttime cravings are not just about the food you're eating, but also about the thoughts that you think. And today we are diving into the emotional eating side of cravings. So, what is an emotion or feeling? I use these two terms interchangeably, so emotion and feeling, we're talking about the same thing. An emotion is a vibration in the body. That's it. It lasts on average 90 seconds. Though it may come and go often, the time that it lasts is 90 seconds. So, why do we want to feel a vibration in our body? Why do we want to go through this work to do this? Well, some of them are uncomfortable, and our body is like, no, I'm uncomfortable and this needs to stop. So we look for something to cover it up, right? And that usually is food. We are human. We like feeling comfort and don't like feeling discomfort, right? This is what has helped us keep humans alive or us alive for hundreds and thousands of years. We have sought out comfort when we were uncomfortable. As humans, we have created and invented so many things because we were uncomfortable. So we do things to cover up our unwanted feelings like loneliness, sadness, anger, and frustration because we are seeking pleasure. For me, I was feeling loneliness, agitation, or procrastination. And once I became aware of my emotional eating and the process to help end it, I realized how much I would eat to procrastinate from having to do things, right? I didn't want to eat, or sorry, I didn't want to study, I would eat. I didn't want to work on my business, I would eat. I didn't want to deal with a crying baby, I would eat. Now, this was eye-opening when I learned that I was eating to cover up an unwanted emotion. You may also eat to get pleasure in your life. Maybe you are bored or life is lackluster, and you eat food to get that dopamine hit in your brain, which gives you pleasure. The more you eat, especially foods that contain sugar, salt, and fat, the more pleasure you get, that instant gratification. So, what if instead of covering up the unwanted emotion, you allowed it to be there? You chose to feel bored instead of covering it up with food. You chose to feel agitated instead of covering it up with food. You chose to feel lonely instead of covering it up with food. What would that be like for you? What emotion are you trying to cover up? What feeling do you not want to feel? It may not be clear or evident right now what emotion or feeling you're trying to cover up. It took me a while to realize that I would always crave food at night because I was lonely, and that I crave food after work because I was agitated. I help so many clients work on this process of identifying the feeling they are trying to avoid and how to sit with that emotion and not act on it with food. And the easiest way for you to discover what emotion you are not willing to feel and you're eating food to cover up is to not eat the food. That's right. Don't eat the food and see what you are left with. Not eating the food is the easy part, but what you are left with is the hard part. That is the emotion. You will feel uncomfortable. Yes, 100% agree. But this is part of the process and it will reduce with time. It will get less intense and it will free you from emotional eating. When we don't cover up unwanted emotions with food, we are left with the emotion. Now, I don't want you to go on social media or start watching a show. This is just another form of avoiding the emotion. I want you to sit with the emotion and get curious about it. What does it feel like in your body? Do you feel tingling, tightness, pressure? Where does it show up? Is it in your chest, your stomach, your shoulders, your fingers? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it dark? Is it light? Is it heavy? What does this emotion feel like? Remember, an emotion is just a vibration in your body. There are vibrations going on in your body. Name that vibration. Describe it. I want you to process your emotions without food, without social media, without Netflix, without alcohol. I want you to be present with your emotions. Now, it's going to suck at first. I will be completely honest with you. That's just the way it is. But it reduces with time, and this process is completely worth it. Because what's on the other side of that suck, of that discomfort, is food freedom. It's not eating food to cover up your emotions. It's digestive digestion that works, right? It's feeling in control around food. It is waking up refreshed without that guilt or shame of having eaten the night before. It is going to your closet and just picking out whatever and it fits you, right? That's what's on the other side. That's why it's so worth it. So remember, it is about the process, not the final result. Take this information and apply it to your life and see changes in your nighttime eating and binging. Take massive action. That means do the work, not just listen to me, but go over to the worksheet, do the work, and put this into action. So I want you to head on over to the worksheet. I have some journal prompts that are going to help you identify the emotion and identify or help you to allow that emotion, to describe that emotion. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me for Break Free from Nighttime Eating. It's been such a pleasure working with you and helping support you on reducing your nighttime eating and that process. I am so proud of you for showing up, for doing the work, and for sticking with it. Okay, my friends, this is all I have for you today. Bye, y'all.